Now we're going to get even more complicated with the footbath control. If we're on auto, so it's automatically choosing which chemical it uses when, and we go to macro 11 and 12, which has the timers when the chemical is being used, we can make the bath start at the beginning of milking, finish at the end of milking, and then it'll wash itself out at the end of milking, and when it started it will have filled itself up at that point. And we can also make it so that it runs dry on the times you've not got chemical running in it. So normally if you've no chemical you'll just have water. We're actually making it so that it can run dry at those times, but it'll still count the cows and it'll still wash out. So go back into your settings, escape and OK, down to parameter, and this time go up to macro 13. Macro 13 is operation mode, and on the back of here it says 0 is normal, so therefore when there's no chemical time to come on it will just run with water. If you have it at 1, when there's no chemical the bath will be dry and the door will be closed, and it does that but it still washes out every so many cows. If you have it on operation 2, the bath will be dry, the door will be open. We wouldn't recommend that because we don't like the door being left open and cows walking through the bath, but you can do it if you want to. So let's set macro 13 and just put it at a constant value of 1. So you're basically switching a switch on to give it a different option. If we just run back to macro 11 now, what this means is that I know that from the settings on Tuesday, Thursday and Saturday, chemical pump 2 is already on from 0 hours in the morning till 23:59 at night. But what's going to happen now is that at 5 o'clock in the morning the bath will have gone from a dry position on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday, and will fill up. It will wash itself out, fill up, and it will do that until the off time, which we set at on the last video to 10 o'clock. So at 10 o'clock in the morning now, this bath, whatever's happened to it in the previous time, will empty, wash out, but then not refill again. But what it'll do in between 5 o'clock and 10 o'clock will just work normally. So the chemical pump 1 is being used. Every time it refreshes, it will refresh with chemical pump 1 between 5 o'clock in the morning and 10 o'clock in the morning. But between 10 o'clock in the morning and the next event, which we know is on macro 12, which is pump 2, when pump 2 comes in on the next day, after 10 o'clock in the morning, on Monday, Wednesday, Friday and Sunday, till midnight when the next pump kicks in, this bath will be dry, but it will still wash out. And if we go to macro 14, you've got another counter, and this is set to 300. So when the bath is dry, this will wash out every 300 cows. It'll not fill back up again, it'll just wash out. So this means that the bath can be run dry, it'll still keep itself clean, and then it'll only use water when it uses chemical. Now we're using this mainly when people are struggling with the amount of water, or struggling with the amount of water storage. So if you want any advice on that, please do give us a ring. But it's possible to make the bath stop at the end of milking, start again at the beginning of milking, and just be dry for the rest of the time. And as I say, it can be dry on different days when it's not using chemical. Just another option that we have within the programmer that's already there.